Wait, don't skip this. What if I told you that someone is stealing your life? Not with a weapon, not with violence, but 1 second at a time. And the worst part, you keep giving it away willingly. Before this story ends, you may never look at time the same way again. There was once a 23-year-old boy named Ren. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't weak. He simply believed he had plenty of time. Every morning, he whispered to himself, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next month. Months quietly turned into years. His dreams never disappeared. They just became quieter. One rainy evening, while walking home with his head down, Ren noticed a tiny watch shop he had never seen before. Inside sat an old watchmaker with kind eyes and gentle hands. Without saying a word, the old man placed an old pocket watch on the table. "This belonged to a young man," he said softly. "He had big dreams." Ren smiled. "What happened to him?" The old man looked at him for a long moment. "He spent his whole life preparing to begin." Silence filled the room. Then the old man reached beneath the counter and handed Ren another watch. "This one is different. It doesn't tell time. It tells the truth." Curious, Ren put it on his wrist. The watch had no numbers, no hands, only a soft, glowing light. As Ren pulled out his phone and started scrolling, the light began to fade. He switched to watching random videos. It faded even faster. He complained about his life. The light almost disappeared. Confused, Ren stood up and decided to go for a run. The light became brighter. He opened a book. Brighter. He learned a new skill. Brighter. He helped his mother without being asked. Brighter. He encouraged a stranger who looked lost. Brighter. Day after day, Ren noticed something. The watch didn't become brighter because he was busy. It became brighter because he was living with purpose. For the first time in his life, he stopped waiting to feel motivated. He simply started moving. Some mornings were hard, some nights were lonely. Sometimes he wanted to quit, but every small step gave him a little more light. Months passed. His body became stronger, his mind became calmer. His confidence grew quietly. Not because life became easier, but because he finally respected the one thing he could never earn back: time. One afternoon, Ren returned to thank the old watchmaker. But the little shop was gone. The street was empty. No sign, no door, no watchmaker. Only a single note resting on the ground. It read, "Time never asked you to be perfect. It only asked you to begin." Years later, people admired Ren. They called him disciplined, successful, lucky. They asked him the secret. Ren simply smiled. There was no secret. I just stopped saying one day and started saying today. Because success doesn't belong to the smartest, or the richest, or the most talented. It belongs to the people who decide that today is more important than tomorrow. So before you continue scrolling, ask yourself one question. If every day looked exactly like today, where would you be 5 years from now? Would you be proud of the person you're becoming? Or would you still be waiting for the perfect moment? Because the truth is, the perfect moment has never existed. Only this one. Only now. And maybe this is the moment your future self has been praying you wouldn't waste. Remember this. Time doesn't change your life. The choices you make with your time do.